Hello, I'm Chris Williams from Read Comics, They're Bad For You. Or if you're watching this on my BitChute channel, Comic Freak, today we're going to be talking about how Abigail Disney is now ridiculing the Disney company for such low wages to all its employees. She was responding to a bunch of letters she was getting to come and investigate the pay wages that all employees at Disney theme parks are getting. And what she found there was upsetting. Not only are they paid barely enough to get by in some cases, some of them don't even get that. Some of them are homeless, living on the streets presumably, but probably in cars. Apparently being paid $15 an hour is not enough for some people to have a living wage. And that's a sad thing. But one of the other things that has come up is that the only way these people are getting food is that they're being forced to wade through garbage or other people's garbage to find something to eat. This is amazing. I guess it makes sense. If you don't have enough money to pay for any place to live, I guess you don't have enough money to eat. I mean, what is Disney paying these people if they're forced to go garbage diving just for something to eat? Abigail Disney has over the last few years donated $70 million to charity. And that's a good thing, but she has her problems. But she has raised a point to Bob Iger, the current CEO of the Disney company, that he should be looking into this. And others have said that he should be looking into this while his employees are now garbage dumping. He responded by saying that all entry-level employees get $15 an hour and are given even free health care and, well, people to babysit their kids, as well as even a scholarship that allows you to have free college. And that all sounds good and nice, but it is a proven fact that his employees are still garbage dumping and are homeless. And free college sounds good, but there's most likely red flags to that as well. Catches that are probably not worth the trouble of signing up for it. Most likely, yes, you'll probably have to work 5 years and years at Disney World to pay off the debt. As well as they say it is all free, but most likely there'll still be something like debt payoffs to, like, maybe to the bank. These programs have been known in the past to lock people into debt spirals that they may never get out of in their entire lives. So I do not trust this deal that Disney has for free college. It sounds too good to be true. But he has had 60,000 people sign up for it, apparently. And others have said it would be crazy not to sign up for it, but to grin and bear the job while you get free college. But how are you supposed to do that if you're homeless on the streets? You know, eating garbage and, fighting for space from rats to sleep at night isn't going to be able to save you forever if you think having free college will eventually help you out of that situation. Because you're still living on the streets. What happens if you get shanked by some meth head or something? That'll look good, huh? I mean, you're living on the streets. Or even if you're living in a car. What if someone takes a crowbar and bashes your windows in and then robs you and leaves you hog-tied to a lamppost as they drive off with your car? College is not the be-all and end-all to save your problems and get a job in the world. We used to have something like trade schools that would get you a trade and you'd have work for your entire life. But apparently we got rid of that old system and now it's everyone has to go to universities and colleges because they'll set you up for life with these little degrees that say that you're perfect for the work. But the thing is, a lot of people have gotten degrees for stupid things like social studies. I'm just saying social studies because a lot of people, the SJWs particularly, have degrees in stupid things like social engineering or the history of some tribe and the social interactions they had in that tribe 800 years ago. That tribe is dead and your degree is useless, isn't it? Basically, degrees that only get you jobs at colleges that are and useless because only a certain amount of professors each college can have. And if you have hundreds of students with the same degree, well, you're not getting any work, are you? And this is another problem of this. So, Disney will give you free college. They will pay you $15 an hour. And that's still not enough for you to have a living wage, for you to have an apartment and live by yourself. The SJWs apparently rent one-room apartments and are basically for 15 people apiece, which means they're probably loafing around in sleeping bags. You could go that route. Yes, I'd love to spend my time in a little room with 15 jerkwads like SJWs. Abigail Disney has taken a flashlight to this and shined it brightly upon it. Though, as I've said before, she has her own problems. Last month, she was one of the rich people who sent a letter to the 2020 presidential hopeful runners like Trump and Biden and the other runners who are trying to become president in 2020. Well, as I said, her problems is that she's a 1%er and she's telling other people how to live her life. Though she has donated to charity, even though, in my opinion, a lot of charities don't do anything for the working man or people on the streets. They're more in line with lining their own pockets with that money. I believe that, even though they do some work. I just don't think they do enough with it, and they're just more like, just keep giving us money. We'll keep doing good. I just don't see them doing enough good. And it's either that or they're, thieves. I have a real fear of that. As I said, her problems are this, that looks like she's just trying to, get her own virtue points. And even though she is trying to do the right thing, I'll give her that much. It still comes across like she's just like an SJW trying to get virtue points. But someone has to do something. Someone has to tug up somewhere, and I agree. All in all, when Disney responded to her letter by saying that they do give the $15 an hour wage to their employees, it was just a way for them to deflect away from the problem, is that their own employees are miserable and that the happiest place on earth is far from it. Disney has been doing this for years. They will do everything in their power not to deal with a problem until it actually starts to bite them in the behind. We've seen this with Galaxy's Edge, with no one actually going there because of the way they've treated the fan base and the way they've destroyed Star Wars, as well as over the years. Here I've heard news from the Disney theme parks have been failing because not enough people have been going there. Mainly because the way that Disney has now been treating both their customers and their employees by not paying heed to their complaints. And that is a given with what Disney has done recently. They're a big business. They tend to start hurting those under them. But that will not help them. Eventually, we'll just turn against them and they'll lose all their money. So keep doing what you're doing, Disney. You're just going to hurt yourself in the long run, and you'll eventually die. Now, if you like this video, subscribe. Make sure you're still subscribed. If you're watching my videos but you have not subscribed, please subscribe to me here at Read Comics, They're Bad For You, as well as BitChute at Comic Freak. Hit that bell for notifications. Hit that like button and leave some comments down below. And keep checking back in future videos for more information on my own upcoming independent comic book, Scumdogs. I'm Chris Williams, and I'll be back again tomorrow with another video or review. I'll see you all then. Bye.